everyone, how are you doing today? My name's Kirsty, aka Beth Bookish, and on today's video I'm talking you through how I plan my YouTube content. This video came about after watching during one of Brittany's lives. Basically, I made a comment that I was currently editing and planning stuff for the next month, and people were like, oh my god, how do you keep so far ahead of yourself? I suggested doing a video where maybe I talk about my planning process, and it got a lot of good feedback, and people were like, oh, I really enjoyed doing behind the scenes and seeing how people plan and their processes. So yeah, I thought, okay, let's do that. I also have plans to do a video soon because I've been here for 5 years. And there are things that I've observed that people do or don't do, and that I myself have done and didn't do. And I feel like I would like to now do a video imparting my knowledge and understanding for how to set up a booktube channel. But for now we're focusing just on how I plan and how it is I'm able to keep ahead of myself, because for the most part I tend to run about a month ahead. I have got videos that I recorded over a month ago that won't even be released until sort of March and April. So I want to talk about that and how I stay on top of my scheduling, how I plan, what I use, and all of those kind of things. The very first thing that I do at the sort of end of the year when I'm prepping for the next year is I think about how have I been filming and editing and everything this year, how has my scheduling been going, and do I need to adjust? So for example, last year I fell into a routine of posting 2 to 3 times a week. I felt by the end of the year that that was a really comfortable rate for me. I don't just do books, I also do journals, and a tiny smidgen of K-pop is starting to come in as well. So I want to make sure that I've got enough time to talk about all of those things throughout the month. So what I've found is 3 videos a week. And now that I've decided to eliminate my weekly vlogs, because I will say they were taking up the most space, that I was like, I really wish I didn't have the vlog, because then I'd have a free day to do a different video. So I've taken those out now, which gives me sort of 4 to 5 extra slots a month. And I now have the thing of Monday, Wednesday, and then I say Saturday, but it varies. It's sometimes a Friday, sometimes a Sunday, depending on what I'm doing or how I feel. But typically Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I generally try to do it that it's bookish content on a Monday and Saturday, and more journaling and journal and writing topics on a Wednesday. And then K-pop just kind of gets slotted in anywhere that I feel like. But the very first thing that I like to do is I look at the year as a whole. So I have in this journal, I will also put up a picture so you can see it in much better detail, but I have a yearly overview, and I've just gone through and I'm like, right, what are the videos that I know I do every single year without fail? So we have things like my quarterly check-ins, my mid-year book freakout tag, seasonal book hauls. I know a lot of people tend to do them either monthly or when they get them. I like to do a big video at the end of each season with a winter book haul, a summer book haul, a spring book haul, and I do like the past 3 months in a row. Occasionally I might do extra book hauls, so like I discovered Stuff Your Kindle last year for the first time, and so this year I will probably do a haul for each time that I take part in that, because I did pick up a lot of books during those. And then I've also got a couple for this year. So I have my December, we have the end of year check-in, we also will have my Bookmas videos, and then I'm also going to be spending Christmas, New Year and the start of next year in Australia. So obviously I want to plan content around that. So this is the first notebook that I go to for looking at my yearly. And then for monthly, as I said, I've already set 3 days a week. So typically on an average month, that equates to between 12 and 15 videos a month, typically. And then I've got a little list of the monthly essentials. So I break that down further into the 3 categories. So we have K-pop, books, and journaling / writing. And I have, right, what are my essentials? So every month for bookish content, you'll have the monthly wrap up for the month before, my TBR for the upcoming month, and those are always going to be, every single month, they are staples in my video, in my channel. For journal content, it's always my bullet journal setup for the upcoming month. And then I've got a couple of things that I will be doing throughout this year that are going to become monthly, but I haven't announced those yet, so I'm not going to talk about those right now. And then for K-pop, it's just, if not every month, at least every other month, I want to do the K-pop recommendation video like I did last month, because it's just a fun little quirky thing and I enjoy doing it. I also have a couple of vlog ideas that I want to do that are going to be a series, so I will make a note of those as well in the front of my book, so I know what I need to be looking at least every month, if not every other month. So I now know I have those things. If I want to do any of those videos, like say I've got a vlog series and I want to do part 2, I will insert that because that is a higher priority. For say bullet journaling, I might do a special video on bullet journaling, and then after I've done those, I will then look at how many slots are left, usually between 4 and 5 slots. And that is where this journal and my planning journal that is downstairs somewhere, I tried to find it, I couldn't see it. It's a bright orange cover. You would think I would find it, but I didn't. I'm going to use this as a place marker for that other notebook. They will get transferred into my planning notebook, and I then have, some of them will be tags, some of them will be conversational videos, some of them will be videos like the one that I'm doing right now, and I will just go through and I'll be like, hey, what do I feel like actually recording and talking about this week, and what kind of content do I want to cover? How long have I been planning these videos? What is current? A tiny little bit of me looks at what is currently trending. So if I know that at the minute doing a if you like this, try this is doing really well and is trending very heavily, I will jump on that. But I don't focus super heavy on that. I tend to just look at things that I myself am interested in. And then what I try to do is have a bit of a mixture of content. So what we're going to do now is go through March together, and I will show you up here. I've got it all ready to go, and I'll show you up here and we'll talk it through. So the very first thing that I did is I had my blank squares. I filled in the non-negotiables. So we had the February wrap up, we've got the April TBR, we have my April bullet journal set up, and we had the quarter year check-in. The next thing I did is looked at the things that need to carry over from the previous month. So I've been doing the Literature and Thick Thighs readathons, so I've been doing a vlog for that. So the first week of the month, the vlog for that will go up. Then we've just finished winter, we're coming into spring, so I will have my winter book haul part 2 going up. And then I had my leftover slots. I've got a couple of videos that I do yearly anyway, so I've got a series update where I'm going to talk through where I'm at with all of my series, which ones I've chosen to DNF, those kind of things. I have a couple of videos that I've pre-recorded already. There's one that I want to do that I've done where I'm looking at books that I think are overhyped, underhyped, and have just the right amount of hype. So I have filled these in. These are not always concrete. I'm not always going to do those exact videos, and sometimes new things come in that I'm not expecting, such as last month with the Literature and Thick Thighs. I didn't have any intention of doing those until Ren came along. Same with the Phase and Gaze readathon. Didn't plan on doing those until Ren. So I do always like to leave at least 2 slots available, so if something comes up that I wasn't expecting, I can adjust my schedule. But certainly a lot of these videos are ones that I can bulk record. So in here where I've got my content ideas, a lot of the topical ones, such as the D&D book tag and book tags in general. Things like when I want to have a bit of an essay review and I want to talk about certain books, or topics. What the hyped books video, if you like this, read this. All of those kind of videos, I can record those anything up to a year in advance, because those are kind of like a little pool of videos that when I've got nothing else to post or nothing that is in the moment, I can only record as I do. I can just go into the folder, grab them out and just put them in. So they're just like little fillers almost. And then everything else I tend to try and record a week ahead. So when I know I've got my TBR, so if we look at my current one for February, my March TBR went up on the 27th. I actually filmed it on like the 22nd or the 21st in order to have plenty of time to edit and upload it. And I try to do that with all of my videos. But that is how I plan my videos. I get a lot of inspiration from watching everybody. I make notes when I'm on lives. I get a lot of inspiration from lives, especially for vlog ideas. Like I've got ideas to do things like reading books from other people's TBRs. That was one that I picked up off a vlog. Just there's so many ideas that I get from watching and interacting with everybody. And then there's also my own ideas and games and things that I want to try. But yeah, if you want to know more detail about sort of my notebooks, what I use, how I use them, or if you're interested in later on in the year when it comes to my sort of planning for Bookmas, if you'd like me to record how I plan that and you'd be interested in seeing how I plan those videos, then let me know. But essentially this is how I schedule my content. This is how I plan what I'm going to record and what I'm going to do every month. So let me know in the comments, do you tend to be very rigorous with your planning? Do you have a set schedule every month and you know in advance what you're going to do? Or are you more of a as and when you feel like it, you have a loose idea of what you might do, but you tend to just sort of film as and when you feel like it? Let me know. I'm always interested to hear other people's planning styles. Anyway, I hope that was kind of informative. I hope that maybe you took something out of this or you just enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content from me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.